Leighton has regained consciousness after staying in the drawers for a while, but he's still in a terrible state, and he's coughing up blood and black liquid. Melody pays a visit to third class. She tells him she knows there's a strike organised for today, and she says if they go ahead with it, they'll choose 10 people from third class at random, and they'll send them down to the tail. Josie now comes to pick up Leighton. He tells her they need to know this in case he dies. And Mr. Wilfred isn't on the train, it's actually Melanie who's running everything. It also seems that Leighton has allies further up the train, as they now bring him up to Dr. Pelton, who's going to get him out of the effects of the drawers. Oz knows that Till was the one that knocked him out, so he's now using that to advantage, to make her play along whatever he does, or else he'll rat on her, and she'll have to suffer the consequences. So while Oz has his fun, interrogating people as he pleases, Till has to watch on, and is powerless to do anything. Leighton asks Dr. Pelton what the drawers are, and she says that she doesn't know, but there's a profile for everyone on the train, and 400 people have X's on the bottom right corner. There's 400 drawers, so she thinks these 400 people are enemies of Mr. Wilfred. Josie and Dr. Pelton leave Leighton for a minute, and in that short time frame, he takes Josie's chip, and he now goes off to find Melanie. Repairs are being done on the sub-train, after there's an electric fluid leak, which happened to be from Eric's gun when he fired that time, and Leighton is on his way there to see if Melanie might be around. He ends up finding her. He says he now knows all her dirty little secrets. Unfortunately, as they're removing some of the hydraulics, one of the chains comes loose, and this could now spell doom for the entire train. This ends up causing more damage, as the whole hydraulic system now starts acting up, and people all over the train are thrown everywhere. Leighton still won't let Melanie go, even though she's needed to help repair the train. So she tells him that the drawers are a form of lifeboat system, so that when the train is eventually laid low, a small population will be able to ride out the storm and hopefully start anew. Leighton lets her go. She's now able to fix the train. More bad news though, as they're coming up on the canyon. If they can't get the train fixed by then, the whole thing will derail. Leighton makes it back to Josie and Dr. Pelton, and while Josie is annoyed at him for taking the chip and leaving her, she still lets him sit down with her, and Leighton tells her the train's in a bad way and he wanted to spend his last few moments with her. Melanie is desperately trying to grab onto a pipe. She eventually gets it. She can now put it back in its place, and she doesn't do it a moment too soon, as they now reach the canyon. So they're now on the bridge, and at the moment everything's fine, and they now get the green flag from Bennett that the hydraulics are back working. After their near-death experience, Oz also tells Till he isn't going to rat on her, and as Bennett and Boscovich walk back through third class, they're greeted as heroes for saving the train, showing the third class completely changed their tune about them. Melanie has Miles brought to her. She shows him a box with the calipers in it. She now gives it to him, and she says the train needs engineers, and that Mr. Wilfred also has a very important job for him.